Hey, this is the old gaming geezer. Welcome back to another episode of A Wing and a Prayer. And as you can see here, I am experimenting. I am designing. I have spent a long time, the last 2 weeks, working on this next episode. I had a lot of failures. I'm not gonna lie, had a lot of failures. This one was my first successful flight in about a week and a half, and I even managed to get it down. Now this is that's a skipper engine on the back, and the thing is empty of rocket fuel. The big tanks, they are empty. I needed to see could I fly it with fuel in it. As you can see, I landed it there pretty nicely. I was kind of inspired by a video by another YouTuber called virtical, who was inspired by my Wing and a Prayer videos, and I decided to see how I could get on with some stuff that he was doing. This one is now full of fuel, and I'm trying to get it off the ground, and I mess up my staging, and we're going to have a big splash into the ocean, and Jebediah Kerman will die. But don't worry, the wonders of quick loading, we're fine. This one is the same ship, and I decided to fire the rocket engine to see could I get it off the ground with that. And I got it off the ground pretty well. This is the whole testing process, and it worked pretty well. I got it quite high. This was never meant to be an orbital ship, but this all keeps leading me in the right direction. And as you can see, I got pretty high. I'm getting a good suborbital trajectory there, but that wasn't really what I was doing. But as you can see, I did lose control. Losing control was fun. It was not fun at all, actually, because I thought, well, I've lost this ship, but I had to try and decide, could I get it back under control? Because if I could get this into space and get it back down again, who knows? Well, I actually eventually did manage to get it under control. My mission was to rescue 2 guys from orbit, Zelda Kerban and somebody else, I can't remember the other name. But I managed to finally get this thing back under control, but I couldn't figure out how to get it into orbit and make it useful. But this set me in a direction that made me build a new ship that could get into orbit and possibly will bring me to the moon. We'll have to see about that. We're not going to do that this episode. And there's me landing it, almost crashing as I landed sideways. But there we go. But I got it back down on the ground safely. But this now sent me in. I basically combined this with my old designs for my old Wing and a Prayer orbital ships. And well, why don't you have a look? We're going to switch to live commentary. This is old me is taking over. Here we go. And so this is the plane we're going to be taking off with. I have called this the Crazytron. Based on all the designs that you've seen so far, I am going to attempt to take this into orbit, and I am going to attempt to rescue Shelbro Kerman and Zelda Kerman. And this time I'm going to do it. I swear. But before I do, I'm going to have a little drink. Now, this time I'm not drunk, but I am drinking, so... But I only have 1 beer, so I'm not going to get drunk. So, quick drink. Right. Okay. Let's turn off our brakes. Let's turn off SAS. Let's throttle up. And let's do this. Okay. I'm pretty confident with this plane. I really am. Valentina has been testing it. Jebediah has been testing it. It's got the Jebediah seal of approval, which actually was probably not a good thing. There were explosions involved, which is why Jebediah loved it so much. But after a few little tweaks and added these engines, we're very happy. Now, so we are barreling down the runway at ferocious speed. Oh, we lifted off there for a second, and we're up. Excellent. Okay, we're going pretty damn fast. Let's get our gear in. All right. Okay, we are slowly rising. We only need to rise slowly. Oh, we can rise a little bit faster. Let's rise a little bit faster. So this plane is full of fuel. It's very heavy, but it's got lots of wings, lots of jet engines. 8 jet engines. How can you go wrong with 8 jet engines, right? I mean, that's more than a 747 has, right? That's only got 4. I got twice as many. This has to be twice as awesome as a 747. Okay, so our height is currently approaching 3,000 meters. Our rate of climb is that much. That much is good. Okay, well, let's take a quick drink here while we continue to ascend. Oh yeah. This thing doesn't fly incredibly well, but it flies. And that's the important thing, huh? Okay, we're back on the 90. Okay, I'm just going to go out to map mode. Okay, our two guys are right above us, so I'm going to set Shellbro as target. Okay, currently approaching 6 kilometers and rising. Our speed is 221 meters per second and slowly rising. So what we've got on this is a standard pod. A little adapter there. I can't remember what that adapter is called. We've got a hitchhiker capsule, heat shield, and we have our orbital section here, orbital stage, and then our ascent stage. And of course our flying stage, which is our wings. We'll be dropping the wings. This is basically the same as my last planes, basically. And our guys are in front of us now. So they're in front of us, so we'll have to catch up with them. I think we're over 9 kilometers. Our speed is dropping. I think it's time. Let's see if we can hit 10 kilometers, and then we're going to pitch up and light our main torch here, which is a skipper engine. We don't have access to the mainsail engine. Well, that's okay. We've got a skipper. Okay, we're approaching 10 kilometers. I think it's time. We're going to start pitching up and stage. Okay. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, I'm going to dump the wings in just a minute. Right, dumping the wings. Okay, we are rising well. Current apoapsis height is 14 kilometers and rising. Time to apoapsis is rising as well, which is always good. Currently hitting 20, about to hit 20 kilometers. There we are, we just passed 20 kilometers. I'm going to start to pitch over, try and get back on my prograde marker. Okay, we're on our prograde marker. We're just about half of our fuel is gone. Apoapsis is currently 35 kilometers and rising. Time to apoapsis has gone up to 50 seconds now. Let it follow the prograde marker. Valentina knows what she's doing. Okay, we're in a suborbital trajectory. I'm going to leave it there. And we got loads of fuel left. That's excellent. Okay, when we get up to our apoapsis, which is 73.9, almost 74 kilometers, we will begin our orbital insertion. Let's see, where is our thing? Okay, so we want to get... We're in a lower orbit than it, so we want to get about a 75 by 75 kilometer orbit, which is going to get us going faster. So we'll catch up with it, and we'll probably hit it then around here. That's the plan, anyway. We are burning through our electric charge, but when we fire this engine, we will recharge. So I'm just going to lock that off. Right. So our height is 67 kilometers. So when we hit about 70 kilometers, we will start burning. 25 seconds. 23, 22, 21, burn. Okay, our apoapsis is rising, so I'm going to bring the nose down a little bit. Just bring my apoapsis down. I'm going to run out of fuel in this very, very soon. There it goes. All right. Okay, we're going to be in orbit any second now. Camera flipped. Excellent. Camera's flipped. Oh, crapola. Okay, my apoapsis height has gone up. I do not wish my apoapsis to be up so high. I'm not going to do what I'm thinking about doing. I'm just going to... actually, now is the time to bring it down. Okay, it's retrograde. Point retrograde. Oh, bring it back. No. Oh, screw that up. I'm not used to this yet because I've never actually used this little console here before now. Okay, I want to bring that down to about 75. Oh dear. Okay, now we are under the atmosphere, so I just gotta... Actually, no, I need to shoot. Oh, come on. Come back around. You know what? I'm going to wait till I get around to my apoapsis. Where's my apoapsis? Oh dear. No, I need to get prograde now and start burning because I'm actually dropping. There we go. That'll do. Okay, we're not going to hit the atmosphere now. We're over 70. So we're going to go around and hopefully we're going to meet this guy pretty soon. After orbiting the planet about 1,000 times, well, maybe not 1,000, but quite a few, I got a separation of 8.9 kilometers, so I'm gonna take that. And this is with wait a second, I just had a thought. That is with Shepro Kerman, but if we go to... No, we're definitely going for Shepro Kerman. Shelbro's Kerman, yeah, because those Kerman ones is much further away, so back to Shelbro. Okay, so we're going to come around. Piece of our ship floating away behind us. At our closest approach, which is here. So there's my target. Now, keeping an eye on my apoapsis and periapsis, I'm going to start burning now towards my target once it hits the 9.0 kilometers. Oh hell, I'm going to do it now. Okay. Alright. We're getting very close to it now. Gonna spin around. I'm going to attempt to get myself even closer. Try not to burn too much fuel when doing this. Okay. Now, I don't know what my separation is going to be at this point. But it's going to be close. My relative speed with the target is 56.7 meters per second. Let's lock that on our relative retrograde. So when we get closer, we will be burning. So let's do a little fast forwarding here. There we go. And I overshot, but that's okay. So, Shelbro, I believe you wish to come home, eh? Oh, I really don't like the way that does that. The way it overshoots like that. Okay. And let's jump to Shelbro. Hey, Shelbro Kerman. How would you like to EVA? Okay, Shelbro is out of his ship. Where is... There we go. Turn on your RCS system, your suit. And let's go and get rescued. It's terrible you gotta rescue yourself these days, huh? Get some light on the subject. Okay, where will I find that? If I was the door, which side would I be on? I'd be on this side. That's excellent. Excellent. Okay. Grab. Board. Alright, that's one down. So our next target then is Zelda. Set Zelda's ship as target. So after a crap ton of orbits, we're finally closing in on Zelda's pod. And just to give you an idea how many orbits I've had to do to rendezvous with this thing, we've been in space for 28 days. I cut all that out of the video because I didn't want you all to die of boredom, as I almost did. So, coming up on Zelda's craft, we are going to be intersecting 1.9 kilometers away. I'm going to start slowing down. I'm going to get ready in here. We're going to rescue Zelda from Donkey Kong? Is it Donkey Kong? I can't remember. Is it Donkey Kong? Okay, so we are 14 kilometers away from Zelda. Got to keep an eye on my electric charge. Oh my god, that took a long time. But I have to say, you know, rendezvous is not really my strong suit. Never was. But I can do it. If you give me enough time, I can rendezvous fine. Okay, so we are finally approaching the Zelda craft after quite a long time. And we are going to get Zelda out of there as soon as we get to our closest position. We're going to slow down. Might as well do that now, I suppose. There we go. Okay, so let's jump to the Zelda craft. We'll get Zelda out of there. Hello, Zelda. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. And let's get you safe, huh? Let's get Zelda safe. So that's our second. Come on, getting in there. We're gonna get her in there? We're gonna get Zelda in there? Alrighty. I'm assuming Zelda's a woman. Grab. And board. There we go. We have Zelda Kerman, Shelbro Kerman, rescued by Valentina Kerman. Right, how much fuel do we have left? We've got a bit of fuel left. I'm going to quickly jump out to the contracts building and see if there's anybody else in space. Because, hey, why not? I have space for 2 more guys. So let's see what we can find. Well, would you look at this? We have rescue Klula Kerman and Kanuki Kerman, both in orbit around Kerbin. Okay, let's take. We have to get these guys back. I wonder, could we... I wonder how much it costs to upgrade. Let's find out. It costs 75,000 to upgrade. We've got 166,000. Let's do it. Okay, so rescue Klula Kerman and Kanuki Kerman. Let's rescue those. Whew, okay, rescue time. Okay, now we're approaching Kanuki's ship. Now, I used a lot of fuel, a lot more fuel than I expected to get this rendezvous, and I am a little bit worried about my electric charge. So I'm going to pick up Kanuki, and then I'm going to decide if I'm going to go for the other guy. Let's get on our retrograde. We're still closing on Kanuki's pod. We could probably get her out now, but let's get a bit closer. Okay, that's going to get us much closer. We're going to get about 400 meters away. I'm going to zero out my relative velocity. I might as well start doing that now. Okay, relative velocity has been 0. Let's jump to Kanuki. Let's get Kanuki out of here. EVA, Kanuki. Wait, where's the ship? Oh, there it is. Okay. Kanuki, let's get to the Crazy Tron. Oops. Crazy Tron. Okay. Whoops. That's bored. Okay. So, Kanuki Kerman has been added to my crew, and rescue Kanuki Kerman from orbit. Alright, okay. Fuel situation. Right, we've got Kanuki. We've got one more person to get, and that is Chula, set as target. With the amount of fuel that we used rescuing Kanuki Kerman, we figured that I don't have enough fuel to do another rendezvous. I could wait and go around, but it would probably take several months of orbiting because our orbits are so close. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to cut my losses. I'm going to bring these 3 guys home. I got greedy, guys. That's what happened in this mission. I got greedy. We have the opportunity to land at the KSC somewhere at dawn, so that's what I will be doing. I'm going to bring us around over here. I'm going to try and land us at the KSC. Or close to. Alrighty. Let's unset that as target. Let's turn back that on. Let's get on the retrograde. Also worried about my my power. Okay, so we are on our retrograde. Let us burn. Oh man, I'm worried about my fuel. I think we'll be okay fuel-wise. We have got an ablative heat shield on this, so I think that's going to be okay. Let's go a little bit lower. Okay. All right, so we are ready to go home. Let us dump our extra fuel. Goodbye, fuel. You've done us well. We're going home. And there it goes. So we rescue the 2 guys we sent up to rescue, the guy and the girl, Shelbro and Zelda Kerman. We managed to rescue Kanuki as well. So I think that's a pretty good thing. So let us fast forward now and get down to the atmosphere. We'll bring these guys home. Let's get on our retrograde. And we're out of power. Okay, we're out of power, so that's it. Oh, because all the batteries were in the service module. Okay, hopefully this works. Yeah, all the batteries were in the service bay, so service module. Let's have a look at it. No, we cannot switch to it. Oh, wow, we're in the atmosphere. I honestly don't know where we're going to land. Hopefully we're going to land fairly close to the KSC, but I'm not going to bank on that. Let us fast forward. Fast forwarding. Altitude is dropping. Where are we going to come down? Oh, we're not going to come down anywhere near the KSC. We're probably going to come down in the water. Not what I had in mind, but that'll do. Oh, we're flash heating. Let's slow down time acceleration. And keep an eye on our ablative heat shield. Ablate, ablate, ablate. Only about a G and a half deceleration. Our heat shield is not ablating away. Oh, there it goes. I wonder, can you turn down the amount of ablative material on the heat shield, and does it make it lighter? There's one way to find out, but I'm not going to do that now. Approaching 17 kilometers above the surface. Speed is 1,000 meters per second and falling. There we go. We're through the shock heating, I think. There it is, fading away. Lost 10% of our ablator. We need to figure that one out. Hey, we might land on the ground. Let's see. Let us let's deploy that and slow us down. Yeah, we're definitely going to land on the ground, so let's deploy all chutes. All chutes deployed. We're going to land on a slope? A little slope. A little bit of a slope. But that's okay. We're going to be alright. We're going to be alright. We're going to survive. We're going slow enough. Excellent. And we're down. We're safe. Cool. Alrighty. I'm going to recover the vessel. So we made it. We rescued Sheldon, Zelda, and Kanuki Kerman, and we did pretty well. We did pretty well after a fairly rough start to this. I'm a pretty happy little clam here now. That's good. Let's go next. Yes, we have over 300,000 Kerbal bucks. We've got loads of reputation, which is nice. And yeah, rescue Shelbro Kerbal from orbit. Rescue Zelda Kerbal from orbit. Rescue Kanuki Kerbal from orbit. Excellent. Does that mean we have them in our astronaut complex now? Available? Yes, we do. We have loads in our astronaut complex. Excellent. I really need to get Bill and Bob on some sort of mission because, well, they need more experience. Because hey, the guys we got straight from orbit are already up to level 1. But that will be for a later mission. Let's see what we got. Ferry VIP to destinations. These are things that we're going to be doing in the next episode. We're probably going to attempt a moon landing at some point. So that's going to be next. This is the Old Gaming Geezer signing off. Good night, farewell, Avita Zane. Adieu.